Chapter 24. Introduced to basic laws and the good benefits it brings to you. Legal interaction means an action or communication between people, groups, or organizations that is allowed by law and may be recognized or protected by the legal system. In simple terms, a legal interaction is when two or more parties do something with each other that follows the rules of the law. Examples of legal interactions: signing a contract for a job, buying or selling something lawfully, getting married under the law, filing a lawsuit, or making a legal complaint, mediating a dispute with a lawyer or judge, making a will or legal agreement. Legal interactions are usually respectful of rights, involve permission or agreements, and can be protected or enforced by the courts. When you engage in legal activities with the consent of another person, those actions are recognized and accepted by that person. If someone has clearly declared that they only accept legal activities aligned with a lawful or ethical life, such as a life guided by political or moral values, then anything illegal is automatically rejected. Illegal actions have no support, no recognition, and ultimately become meaningless, like they never existed at all, blank, empty, and void. So, don't waste your time or your life on illegal activities that will never be accepted by others or by a higher standard. For example, consider the scientific world and the activities it carries out. In the end, how many of those actions are truly accepted by people and animals as part of their lives? Should anything, even scientific practices, appear in a world where they are not welcomed or accepted? If you see something or someone disappear, it may mean that they do not belong in a world that refuses to accept them into its way of life. Normal is the basic standard or code for creating a perfect or better world. It means that everything, in any situation, should follow what is considered normal, balanced, and healthy. Simple definition: normal is what most people agree is right, safe, or healthy in daily life and behavior. Examples: normal behavior, being respectful, kind, and honest. Normal health, eating well, sleeping enough, staying active. Normal society, living peacefully, following laws, helping others. Normal mind, thinking clearly, making good decisions, showing empathy. Opposites: abnormal, unusual, or unhealthy, illegal, against the law, toxic, harmful to life or relationships. In your project about a better world, normal can be seen as the foundation code, a way to keep life safe, fair, and calm. When you create a state of overwhelming emotions or mental imbalance, it means you are no longer aligned with the standard code of a normal and perfect world. This can cause your project, or even your life, to lose quality, reputation, and stability, eventually leading to chaos or failure because it is no longer functioning in a normal state. For example, in the world of science, there is nothing wrong with experiencing emotions. However, when the body is exposed to constant pain, extreme temperatures, addiction, hunger, or thirst for extended periods without returning to balance, it becomes abnormal. This is a sign that something is off track. If these conditions are not corrected, they can lead to disorder, instability, and eventually destruction for those who follow that path. So, if you continue to accept and support a version of the scientific world that causes such imbalances, it means you are accepting something harmful and unnatural into your life. That choice puts your life on the wrong track, one that leads not to growth or healing, but to eventual collapse and an unhappy end. Chapter 25. Independence. Definition of independence. Independence means the freedom to make your own choices, live by your own values, and not be controlled by someone else. It is the state of being self-governed, self-responsible, and free from outside control, whether by a person, system, or belief. Short story: the light within. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by high walls, everyone lived under the rules of a powerful leader. He told them what to eat, what to believe, when to pray, and who to love. No one questioned it, until one young girl named Lena began to wonder why her heart longed for something else. She loved kindness more than fear. She believed in helping animals, in caring for the earth, and in choosing peace over punishment. One night, while looking at the stars, she whispered, "Why should I follow a path that doesn't feel like mine?" So she made a quiet but powerful decision. She would declare her own life and spiritual independence. She would no longer follow beliefs that hurt others or forced her to live in fear. She created a simple way of life: eating peacefully, doing no harm, telling the truth, and helping anyone in need. Her faith was based on love, not control. At first, others judged her, but over time, more people saw her light. They, too, began to question the rules they blindly followed. They realized that life is not meant to be lived under someone else's control. Each soul deserves the freedom to choose its own values, beliefs, and direction. Story: a life of true independence and the responsibility of choice. When a person declares their own independence, they step into their full power and responsibility. They no longer rely on their parents or obey someone else's rules blindly. Instead, they build their own world, choose their own beliefs, and live in their own world, legally and freely, without being manipulated or controlled by others who hide the truth for personal gain. In one world, the people were raised under a strict science-based system. They were taught that only what could be proven or measured was real. There was no room for faith, higher purpose, or spiritual worlds like heaven. The system was ruled by those who used mind control, fear, and emotional manipulation to keep others from discovering a better way. Why? Because they were jealous and afraid. Afraid that if people saw the truth, they would choose love, peace, and goodness over the cold system of control. They didn't want anyone to know that there was a better world with better leaders and deeper truths. But some people began to see through the illusion. They started to feel the pain, the imbalance, the emptiness, and they realized this system was not right. They questioned, what if we were meant for more? And yes, there was more. There was a world beyond control. A world based on truth, peace, love, and freedom. A place where life is respected, not manipulated. A place where your soul can grow without being trapped in a fake system of power and lies. In the end, those who continue to live with wrongdoers, even after seeing the truth, will ultimately destroy themselves. Not because they were forced, but because they chose to ignore the chance for a better life. So if you were in that situation, would you let your good-hearted family, friends, or future children go to a better world to live in peace and freedom? Or would you keep giving birth and sending more lives into a world of abuse, manipulation, and suffering? Just like what happened to you. That's your life lesson, a consequence of your own actions. If you choose to bring more innocent lives into a broken system, you're placing them on the wrong track toward destruction. And when that happens, who will you blame? The wrongdoers out there? Or should you take a moment to reflect on your own decision to stay in that science world and raise lives inside it? Now, do you understand your life lesson reason why you have to go thought all that science world experience before putting your children in that world? Each have its own good lessons and meaning. Do you need more brainwash lessons? Do you really believe that good people abuse their children's lives by putting them into a system that leads to harm and then blame the children when they fall? Or will you finally realize that it was your choice all along, to live and to give birth in a world that doesn't align with what's truly right? Message to reflect on. True independence means not only choosing your own path, but also protecting future lives from systems that deny truth, love, and peace. If you have seen the truth, then it is your responsibility to live by it and not repeat the same harm. A better world does exist, but only for those brave enough to leave the false one behind. Chapter 26. Introduction to the Matrix Real-Lives Characters Science World 7D Game. The science world you live in right now. Nonfiction: a journey of illusion and reality. The illusion of reality. The Matrix Science World. Imagine a world where everything around you is a mere simulation. The ground beneath your feet, the sky above, the people you interact with, and even your own thoughts are part of a meticulously designed virtual landscape. This is the premise of the Matrix Real-Life Science World, a reality-bending game that immerses individuals in a simulated world where nothing is as it seems. The concept of a matrix is not new. It has been explored in various forms of literature, philosophy, and science. Many researchers suggest that our universe itself operates on a coded system similar to a highly advanced simulation. Every experience, every law of physics, and every action is governed by predetermined codes. Some believe that these codes are controlled by higher entities, while others argue that they are self-sustaining laws of existence. Regardless of the interpretation, the implications are profound. Are we truly free, or are we bound by an invisible system dictating our every move? The science behind the simulation. The idea that reality is a simulation finds support in quantum physics. Scientists have observed that particles behave differently when they are being observed, a phenomenon known as the observer effect. This suggests that reality may not be as solid and objective as we perceive it. Some theories even propose that consciousness itself plays a role in shaping reality, much like a video game where the environment changes based on the player's actions. Furthermore, advancements in artificial intelligence and virtual reality demonstrate that creating a simulated world indistinguishable from reality is within the realm of possibility. If humanity can develop such technology, it stands to reason that a more advanced civilization could have already done so, placing us within their simulation. The rules of the Matrix game. In this simulated world, the rules align with the principles of science, justice, and karma. What you do is what you get. Every action has consequences, and these effects are not limited to a single lifetime. Whether you believe in reincarnation or a continuous cycle of existence, your past decisions shape your current reality. If you act wrongly, you will face repercussions, either in this life or in future ones. Similarly, good actions contribute to positive outcomes, not just for yourself, but for the world at large. The world operates on an intricate set of codes, a system of logic and algorithms dictating every aspect of existence. Those who understand how these rules work may find ways to influence the simulation. Some refer to this as spiritual enlightenment, while others see it as hacking the system. Either way, knowledge is the key to navigating and possibly altering reality. The rules of the Matrix game. In this simulated world, the rules align with the principles of science, justice, and karma. What you do is what you get. Every action has consequences, and these effects are not limited to a single lifetime. Whether you believe in reincarnation or a continuous cycle of existence, your past decisions shape your current reality. If you act wrongly, you will face repercussions, either in this life or in future ones. Similarly, good actions contribute to positive outcomes, not just for yourself, but for the world at large. The world operates on an intricate set of codes, a system of logic and algorithms dictating every aspect of existence. Those who understand how these rules work may find ways to influence the simulation. Some refer to this as spiritual enlightenment, while others see it as hacking the system. Either way, knowledge is the key to navigating and possibly altering reality. Breaking the illusion, the true nature of the game. As individuals progress in their understanding of the matrix science world, they begin to notice inconsistencies and glitches. These moments of realization serve as cracks in the illusion, revealing hidden layers of the simulation. People often experience déjà vu, unexplained coincidences, or moments of intuition that defy logical explanation. These are signs that the system is not as flawless as it appears. The ultimate goal of this realization varies from person to person. Some seek to break free from the simulation entirely, while others aim to master the game, bending the rules to achieve a higher state of existence. The journey through the matrix science world is one of self-discovery, testing individuals' abilities to navigate and understand the greater system at play. The cycle of rebirth, restarting the game. One of the most profound aspects of the matrix science world is its cyclical nature. Just as in a video game, when one level is completed, another begins. If an individual fails to learn essential lessons or complete necessary tasks in one lifetime, they may find themselves restarting the game, experiencing similar challenges until they finally progress. This concept aligns with many spiritual beliefs about reincarnation and karma. In each cycle, people have opportunities to improve, correct past mistakes, and evolve. However, memory loss between cycles makes it difficult to retain all the lessons learned. Instead, individuals must rely on subconscious cues, instincts, and brief flashes of insight to guide them. Memory and the role of awareness. Memory plays a crucial role in navigating the matrix science world. While each cycle often begins with little recollection of past experiences, some individuals manage to retain fragments of knowledge. These memories can manifest as dreams, sudden insights, or feelings of familiarity with new situations. Those who actively seek understanding may begin to recall more, using this awareness to make better decisions and advance in the game. However, the system itself may also work against such awakenings, actively suppressing memories to maintain the illusion. This struggle between remembering and forgetting is a key challenge for those seeking to break free from the cycle. The final choice, accepting or exiting the game. As players advance in their awareness, they eventually reach a point of decision: remain within the system or attempt to transcend it. This choice is not simple. The simulated world offers comfort, familiarity, and the illusion of stability. Exiting means stepping into the unknown, where the rules may be entirely different. The final test of the matrix science world is not just about knowledge, it is about courage. Do individuals have the strength to leave behind everything they have known? Do they trust that what lies beyond is more real than the world they are leaving? Conclusion: a never-ending journey. The matrix real-life science world is not just a theory or a fictional concept. It is a perspective that challenges the very fabric of reality. Whether one views it as a literal simulation or a metaphor for societal constructs, the core idea remains the same. Questioning reality leads to growth. Each cycle presents new opportunities, but also new challenges. The game invites players to explore the boundaries of their consciousness, to understand that their journey is not just about escaping the illusion, but about mastering their existence within it. As long as the game continues, the quest for truth remains unending. For those who seek to move forward, the path is clear. Act with integrity, seek knowledge, and strive for understanding. Whether in this cycle or the next, the journey continues, bringing with it the promise of enlightenment, evolution, and the possibility of breaking free from the ultimate illusion.